And we're now getting started.
And we're off.
Beginning of the race.
So, we'll be seeing a route difference in the very beginning here. So, Linkus is headed towards Windfall, while Ned is going to Cliff Plateau.
Link is going for the old strategy, meanwhile Ned is just going for the new strats.
So yeah, as the models, as you might have noticed, Nedaiej is playing as Medley and Linkus is running the normal Link.
The first item is a piece of art. Now he's getting the Inspiro.
Ned is trying to get storage here to sequence break Cliff Plateau, but he's struggling a little bit, but he'll get it soon enough. And Linkus is not knowing what locations are needed, and he's going for the pick the box chest.
Yeah, the pick the box chest, which is not in logic in our settings.
Exactly, and there Ned got the storage. And
the hero's charm.
The hero's charm. What are the odds?
He opens one chest he opens one chest that is in logic and it's in there.
And he equips it, okay.
If you are wasting time, might as well waste more.
Exactly. So, here we'll be seeing Ned getting storage of a chest, and he's gonna try to, like I said, sequence break with Plateau.
Meanwhile, Link is trying to activate the hide and seek side quest and not remembering he has to go see the teacher first. And now gets it.
And Link just started side quest. And Ned will attempt to do another storage. Hopefully this one will be faster, and he gets a second try.
It is indeed faster. So right now he's gonna take that storage and go all the way to Bird's Peak to just clip through the grate at the entrance.
So yeah, normally you would have to get the deck leaf to get the chest that Ned just got up there. And he has a skull hammer from that chest. We get a rupee bag from Linkus. And it seems like we've gotten some kind of mail on Ned's side.
Yeah, if the mailbox is shaky. And remember, kids, just say no to every wall you meet.
So, I think that, yeah, Ned got the Feror's Pearl, which is what I thought it would be. Because that's the only letter he could have gotten.
Yeah, Feror's Pearls just activates a piece of mail being delivered to you.
Delivery bag. Those are two really good items to get in the beginning.
Yeah, the delivery bag is just so useful because every piece of mail that you can mail, you need to use it, and every piece of mail, in fact, is just a belated item.
Orange rupee, that's kind of good with what I just got, the delivery bag. So now I can do the trading quest without gathering rupees.
Yeah, you won't need to farm for them, but neither will Linkus.
Link is finally catching the last kid there.
Yeah, I was having trouble with them.
A heart container. So far, Windfall has been really, really bad.
He has been pretty dry. I
With
think he
only
hasn't
two.
gone to see Maggie yet, which is pretty much a free item.
Ned accidentally talking to the kids.
Just wait, kids, we're coming back for you.
And now he's getting Maggie's letter. See if it's something good. A purple rupee.
It's really the Rupee Island today.
So, Linkus will be doing Mila now. Which is nothing but like waiting for her to get to
It's pretty much
the locker, whatever it's
exactly
called.
that. Is the chill moment of the run and just lay down and wait.
So it's kind of weird to see Linkus just waiting there. Normally you would go around Windfall and getting
At least activate the windmill, yeah.
yeah, and he has a mail he could get as well, so that would like make the time waiting on Mila very, very short. But he's just waiting.
I think it's been a while since he's done a randomizer race.
Linkus hasn't actually ever done a race with race mode on, or a rando in general race mode.
Well, that's gonna be interesting.
So I wonder if he know about the new locations.
That's a good question. I think we're gonna see if he does as the race goes on. And Mila finally getting here.
Let's see what Mila gives us. A treasure shard. So that was a big waste of time.
Yep, it wasn't even maximized. What a windfall for today.
And we'll see what does this letter give us. The hook shot, okay.
At least that's something.
Then that opens up quite a lot of different locations.
I think with what they have right now, it kind of just opens Diamond Step.
Yeah, right now it's on Diamond Step, but
Just you wait. It opens a lot. And Link is heading for Paw Print.
Getting the empty bottle.
Always nice because that empty bottle can be used to go Il Grandma with a fairy. That's one piece of mail.
And it also gives you soup, which is extremely helpful normally during the randomizers.
Yeah, it's extremely helpful, especially in race mode, because you don't have a lot of arts, you don't have a lot of magic, and you need a lot of boats. And with the soup glitch, it just becomes an infinity.
The Joy Pendant coming up in Paw Print.
What a beautiful start of the game. And he's warping to Dragon Roost Island.
And the dungeons for today's race is DRC, Forbidden Woods, Tower of Gods, and Forsaken Fortress. Which
I
is in
don't know.
general a really good and short dungeons to do.
It's kind of rare that we're getting all four of the first dungeons in the game.
Yeah, definitely. You would normally almost never see this.
Yeah, no wind or art temple. So what do you think is gonna be in that first chest in the RC guy?
I hope it's a grappling hook, but I don't know. Maybe
I
a
mean,
big key would be good as well.
it's the first chest. I kind of hope it's a key or else we're blocked, man.
Get a key. Man, that's boring.
Vanilla key. Who would have expected that? And Ned activating the windmill while he's waiting for Mela.
And it seems like he's going to get mail as well.
That's a good thing to go. Especially since we know it's the oak shot in there.
The Nairis Pearl coming up on Linkus' side. So now we have all of Tower of Gods open already. It's not even 15 minutes in.
Yeah, but sadly for Linkus right now, he will have to go out of his way to get Pharaoh's Pearl to do it. And even with all he did, there's still time for waiting for Mala. Another key.
And with that, Ned is done with Windfall for now. And he should be going tighter Diamond Step or getting the soup. No wait, he's doing Paw Print first. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go for paw print. Actually, he can't do Grandma if he doesn't go there.
He's going Diamond Step.
That's two items he can get pretty fast if he knows what he's doing. Well, Link, just keeping going into Dragon Roost cabin. So if in the next room Linkus doesn't find a key, he's gonna be locked in Dragon Roost Cavern. Won't be able to progress further in.
So yeah, depending on what Linkus gets here, might be a bad start for him. And he misses with the stick.
The stick doesn't want to cooperate.
I guess Beetle's Yard, see what else he gets. He gets the silver rupee.
So that means that the big key chest in Dragon Roost Cavern will have a key in it. Small key. And we will need either the leaf or the ice arrows to get to it.
So Linkus will be leaving and he's going to Modern Side Isle.
And the
Ned getting
grappling
the
hook.
grappling hook.
So going to Diamond Step first was the good idea. But even then, we're gonna need either the leaf or the ice arrows to get to that chest that will have the key we need to progress further into the dungeon.
You can do bow as well, but it's... not many people know how to do it with bow, so...
That is true. You can make the platform, the lava elevator foul, and use that to get up. But I do not believe it's in logic yet.
The bait bag. This only confirms that you have to do Bird's Peak Rock, which we already knew you would have to do because it had the delivery bag.
Yes, the bait bag really does much in a race setting.
So we should be seeing Ned going to either Paw Print or Mother Child Isle here.
I do believe he's gonna go for paw print
He's going
before
Great
he
Fish, so
goes.
he's doing the trading quest.
That's not a bad idea. He has to go back to Windfall to go to paw print and get his bottle. He doesn't have that yet.
That's true. Thor's Pearl was in Cliff Plateau, and Nair's Pearl is in Dragon Roost. So, we'll see what Grana gives us.
The power bracelets.
That is a really good item, because now he has a lot of different things he can do in
Yeah, it
Poprin
opens.
again.
It opens every checks the bombs could open too.
And now he's headed to Diamond Step.
Yes, that is Diamond Step. Always take that island a little bit to the left, or else you're gonna see a giant sea monster. And turning the night into the day, because it needs that to go seasonary.
So yeah, because of Ned's route here, his day and night cycle is not bad at all. It's actually rather good.
Yeah, only needed to change it a few times.
The Bokobaba seed.
And that's everything we needed. That's go mode. Not really, but I wish. Sadly, Zenari not very generous with his business partners. And Ned finally heading for paw print.
Link is just getting the
Wrapping up.
back. And it does not look like Linkus actually knows the out of bounds strat there.
Yeah, everything you need for that strat is the hook shot, right?
Yeah. So
What was the
let's
first
see.
item he got in that cave? Can't remember.
It was a joy pendant. So if this would for some reason have wait, it's gonna have the leaf, isn't it?
That will be
It could
nice.
have bombs or the leaf. And it is the bombs, which makes Pawprint even better for Ned to go to.
It's because right now he doesn't have the power bracelet where it could have been a good replacement for those. Linkus is also going to paw print.
So that's a really big time save for Ned there. Just by luck.
He got the Wind's God RF from it, which is not going to be useful today.
And he gets a command molly, which will be useful for logic.
Logically, is going to be useful. I don't know if our players are going to use it though.
What if Ned never shakes Grandma? Technically, he doesn't even need to shake Grandma because power braces are not needed in this seed.
Yeah, he doesn't even need that.
So with the bombs, we get more mail as well.
Yes, one piece of mail.
And I think Ned is getting the Grandma now. Which is logical to do, definitely.
I mean, even with the bombs, the power bracelets aren't a bad item to have. Ned getting his very first shot. Always sad when you bring some water to Rando.
Yeah, definitely. That can be the biggest troll in Modern Child Isle, where the hitboxes are like kinda tricky and just Just don't get it. This
They
fairy.
just don't want to cooperate. And Link is going back to DRC.
Where he...
I don't believe he can get anything else there.
There is one chest that he can't get, and I guess he's just betting on that, and it does have the mail.
That is true. It is true.
So this should be the leaf now. Okay. So, if this chest in DRC now doesn't have the leaf,
Yeah, he
but
can only get that one.
they will have to go to Bomb Island to get the leaf. Because that will be the only thing that's left for them to do.
I'm kind of wishing for it because that island is kind of a troll. It's nice to watch.
So, if Linkus is really unlucky here, he might actually have to triple dip into DRC, which would be extremely slow.
It's never what you want to do.
But even if he's lucky, he will still be losing time to Ned. He'll be able to get the chest like instantly. And he gets a silver rupee.
Sadly, there's gonna be a triple dip.
And that's a triple dip into DRC. So, Ned is most likely going to go into DRC now.
Who knows, maybe he's crazy enough and he's gonna go for Bomb Island.
He's actually going Bomb Island. And in logic, we can actually do Tower of the Goddess as well. So the leaf could be there.
I believe he's gonna go. You're gonna have to go to DRC to get into Tower of the God because one of the pearls is in DRC. And without that third pearl, he can't get in.
So Linkus is finally heading to Cliff Plateau. About 27 minutes after Ned. Because they're different routes in the early game.
I mean, even if he doesn't go for storage, which is he's doing, just getting the skull hammer technically opens up Forsaken Fortress, at least the first few chests. Ned getting ready to play some basketball.
So Linkus is going for a very safe strat here. And it's getting pretty fast.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of runners doing that strat in particular because there's almost no ways you can get crushed up.
And he gets the Skull Hammer now. And I think he notices the last pearl.
Yes, it does have 3
And
pearls right now.
Bombile giving a heart container.
So our progression is in Tower of the Gods. It's confirmed. And to get in Tower of the Gods, Ned will need to go to DRC get his Nerus Pearl.
So now Linkus has caught up really good with Ned.
That's because sadly for Ned, he will need to go into DRC at least to get the Pearl. There's also a good chance he's gonna complete everything that Link has checked into that dungeon too, since he's there.
Yeah. Let's see where Linkus goes now. Goes to Windfall, so he's most likely doing the trading quest now.
At least it answers our question. Does he know? I think he does.
It looks like he knows about the locations, yeah.
I mean, we did see him start his
Oh
tracker.
no, he's not.
Oh, getting
He's going
storage.
to Forsaken Fortress.
I mean, that's 4 chests he can get. And that's technically logic since they have the bombs to enter.
And the Skull Hammer.
Yep, that's 4 chests in logic. They don't have the Master Sword, so that's only 4 out of the 6 that are available there. Not getting the Smoky. That same old Smoky, always there for us.
It does not look like Ned knows about a faster route in DRC with bombs. Because you don't have to walk this way and it's like rather slow.
Yeah, with bombs you can just blow up the rock and go that way a bit faster.
Link is getting the Wind Waker dive the second try, which is pretty good.
And what kind of route is he gonna make in that dungeon?
Ned gets third pearl.
Yeah, so Tower of the Gods is open for both of our runners now. And the first chest for Linkus is the compass.
Link is chasing his mind there. Seems like he'll be doing the one on the bed before. As he might think they don't have any way to get to the chest on top. Or next to the cell. Or is he just backtracking through there? Yep, he's backtracking through that. Yeah, in Windows area. Got found. And then not realizing he has bombs, so he doesn't know about it. And the Master Sword coming up.
That opens up the last two locations that were not accessible in the dungeon.
And a Silver Rupee. So yeah, Ned will get stuck in this room, as Linkus did. And we'll see if he actually goes to Forsaken Fortress now, or if he actually goes to
Tower of the Gods, maybe.
Tower of the Gods.
Very lucky on Linkus' side to get the Master Sword inside Forsaken Fortress.
You normally don't see that happening. It's...
I mean, there's only 6 chests in that dungeon, so
these chances
usually
are
with
small. So, what does Pentagon have? The dungeon map. The fully powered up Master Sword is required to beat the game. You also need a hook shot, the grappling hook, to get there. And you need all of the Triforce pieces. And it seems like Ned is headed to Tower of the Gods, which is normally like the right way to go. Because this is still in logic.
yeah, I think we're gonna see something good on that first floor.
Ned can't finish the RC yet because he can't get the small key he needs.
Yeah, he needs one more small key, which we think is in the boss key chest, and that chest is only accessible to him with either the leaf or the ice arrows in logic.
The hero's bow, that's a real good item, and now he could theoretically finish the RC, but I don't think he knows the strats for that, and it's really precise, so...
Also, I do believe that that doesn't count into the logic.
Yeah, I don't think it does, because, like I said, it's extremely precise trick to do, so...
Yeah, I've only seen two people do it. It's you and Wolfer.
Yeah.
It's a very good trick because it allows you to skip a lot of small keys, but still. every glitch is allowed, but if your glitch doesn't go along with the logic, it can be weird.
And then doing these small minus super swims or waiting. And Linkus downs Helmar King for first time. So now he'll be getting storage here. See how many tries it takes. I guess it first try.
Just one. But are we going to see a soft lock? I don't think so. So all that's left for Ned on the first floor tower to God is hopping across some boxes.
Yeah, but he gets the statue. Where he go out of bounds, but it does not seem like he knows his strat. So we'll see him just do this statue casually.
I mean, it's good to remember a very simple time before the skips sometimes.
So yeah, without the leaf, you have to wait here for the water cycle again. And Linkus kills the Helmarok King. And he's about to get his first Triforce chart.
Yep, the first of the game. May look like cheese, but it is a required item.
I think Linkus wants Arrow's letter.
Yeah, it's kind of the unofficial 7th item of that dungeon.
Because I think he might have missed a small detail, Tower of Gods. And he gets a magic armor.
We're getting all those non-required items today.
Cabana Deed. Linkus might actually go do it, or is he getting the trading quest now?
The trading quest, if we remember well, it's totally empty. There's only a Bokobaka seed at the end of it. But the runners don't know that. And the small keys on that side.
So, we'll be seeing a casual for 1 on Tower of Gods.
I mean, without the leaf, the void zone is kind of easy to get in, so. Nothing wrong with a little vanilla from time to time.
So, I think Linkus is going Bombile now.
And he's turning to Cabana now.
And he's doing Cabana.
Yeah, I do believe he's going there.
Alright.
Is Tower the God in the background? If you didn't notice it's up yet.
Just this small detail he might have missed.
It's easy to miss. Not like it's a big tower in the middle of the ocean. And we're really seeing Vanilla Floor 1 on Tower of the God. It's been a while.
The first floor casually has been like a common thing that's been happening with these races lately.
But like I said, without the leaf, it's kind of tricky to not void out when you go out of bounds here.
And Ned just barely making the water cycle there.
It's always nice to make the water cycle, because it's kind of long to wait for it.
Alright, so if you didn't think the walls were a thing in this game, then think again.
Yeah, we're gonna see the walls being disrespected all day.
Yeah, I've already seen it happening a little bit, but
It's just gonna get worse.
yeah, it's gonna get much worse.
What's gonna be in the second chest of the cabana?
The boomerang.
Actually required for that scene, so that's nice.
And yeah, weird shotting is thing. Don't worry about it. Wolves are not a thing, like I said.
Walls are just an option, and it's an option we chose to not take. Also, yes, Diabolic Lord, I am French. I just love saying that about myself.
So, Linkus is now headed towards Bomb Island.
Yeah, Balmarin, which is only gonna have air container, I believe.
Yeah.
I should know these things. I'm the tracker.
A Link is trading at Bomb Island. And he just traded to get back the thing he already had. So that's gonna end up losing him a bit of time.
Yeah, that trading quest can be kind of messed up.
So yeah, like right there, that was a really bad trade.
He paid to downgrade.
Yeah, basically. Paid 20 rupees to get a thing that's worth 10 rupees.
Well,
Well,
at least
he paid
rupees.
30 rupees in total to get a thing that's worth 10 rupees.
And at least, gotta say that it's not very important. Rupees aren't important. It's just time.
Yeah.
Link is also doing those nice little time save strats with the oak shot.
Trying to line himself up. Because Bomb Island is so weird with the hitbox and stuff. You have to be super precise with your movement there.
Yeah, it's really not the easiest place.
As you can see,
Moblins
he
letter.
actually missed one. And as you can see, it's basically on the switch, just barely missing it, and it doesn't really work.
So a stone tablet just gave us some mail.
Moblin's letter.
Yeah. That's the beauty of Rando, just finding things that shouldn't be some things. Mail into a stone tablet, swords in the mail. And Link is getting his art container. I think the game is telling us something about sports being good for your health, but I'm kind of missing the message right now.
And then it's doing the Crypmo Hop. Hoping this goes well and he gets his first try.
Yeah, that trick can be a bit tricky.
And I think Linkus noticed his mistake. Getting the Town Flower again, so... Oh, and just barely misses it.
In the worst case scenario, he does have common melody, which is the vanilla way of doing things. But it's always nicer to see something not vanilla happen.
Is targeting maybe that's messing it up? Because normally you get a different angle in targeting. Oh, there we go.
Yes, I know that people do it that way, and sometimes your angle just get messed up a little, and it just doesn't work for the third op. That's generally pretty safe. Link is going to turn in this trading side quest. See how much he got scammed.
And the Boku Baba Seed, let's go!
Gotta say, that's the most required item of them all. It's the seed that's gonna be Ganon. You throw one Bokobaba seed at him, and he's dead.
Dark Nut.
Yeah, you
There
never
we
think
go.
about it. You never think how much times those guys take to kill with just the first sword.
And it gets a big key. It seems like this Deku Leaf we're looking for is really deep inside of Tower of the Gods.
Yeah, because it can't be anywhere else, since we've been on a trip elsewhere with Linkus and saw that it can't be elsewhere.
And yeah, the Deku Leaf is the only thing that's stopping us from doing DRC.
DRC, and I do believe also a bit of Tower of the God requires, in logic at least.
Yeah, that's true.
You can do that third statue with bombs, but it's not really how the game's intended to happen.
Could the leaf be in its vanilla position? No, it can't be, because that is not a required location. It has been removed. That on top of the Deku Leaf has been removed because it's so tedious. to
Yeah,
go
but
up there.
instead we're gonna get the treats when they're gonna go inside Forbidden Woods because we kind of skip a lot of the places we're supposed to go get. It's kind of nice to see. It is true. The bow is actually in this French location.
Great fairy shard, not really what we're looking for here.
Yeah, let's say the great fairies don't give great items in that in those settings.
Yeah, sadly not. So I don't actually think a lot of people that actually seen this room done casually, because you normally have the leaf here.
Yeah, it's totally possible to get those two chests without the leaf, but we're sure are hoping that the leaf is in there.
And there are actually only two chests where the leaf can be now, so small key that is needed. Ooh, I was getting knocked off there by the
Yeah, that would have been
ghost.
sad. Without the leaf, it takes a long ass time to get back there.
The fire and ice arrows.
I mean, that opens more checks over world. But
Meanwhile,
once
Link
again,
is doing the floor once to put out the leaf.
I mean, it's totally possible. It's just very hard to not get into that void zone. So Tower of the Gods had two bows for us today.
And I don't really know what Ned is doing right here. Oh wait, I get what he's doing. He is getting the warp pod.
Yeah, if he didn't open that in the first play, in the first time, he's gonna need that because it looks like, sadly, Tower of the God is also gonna be a double dip at least.
And well, Link is not knowing the seed really. As you can see, he's got a tingle chest. Um,
It's not a bit time lost at least, but yeah, it's not required.
it's not necessary, and if anything, it's gonna give Ned more time to play
And now
with.
doing something very smart, taking the pot to go back to the RC directly. He's gonna get that small key, that big key chest, and he's gonna be able to complete the rest of that dungeon. But yeah, we still don't know where the leaf is.
But
It's
we'll
the
be
big
most likely
mystery.
seeing DRC being finished now. Meanwhile, Link is struggling to get on the platform here. And he gets it after 3 tries.
Just to
And
fall
jumps
later.
into the void.
Linkus has a date with the void today.
He must be so nervous from like racing that I feel bad for him.
I mean, he's racing a legend right now.
Yeah. big key chest. And it's a small key.
Kind of a downgrade from the vanilla game, but we're gonna take it.
Alright, so we've been playing for about an hour, so we're gonna do a quick shout out to everyone's doing this. So shoutouts to Ned and Linkus Racing. You can follow them on their Twitch pages, channels, whatever. On those links. And if you like the commentary, you could follow me and Montgol as
When
well.
we come in. And getting his Moblin's letter. What if Leaf was behind Moblin's letter?
It can't be because that's not in logic. No, wait, it can be.
It's
Take it
totally
back.
logic.
I thought the delivery bag was on top of Cliff Plateau, but that was Skullhammer.
And the delivery bag wasn't accessed the right way, but we have the big bag, so it's in logic right now. And now getting another small key. That's the last one we're gonna see.
Link is trying to do a small strat to jump across the room to not have to grapple it.
He got this on his second try, so that's a time save, maybe.
No, it was his third try, so
Time not to loss.
Linkus is going safe with the Prepna Hop here, and it gets its first try. And explosive bomb a little bit early. Ned, that is.
And the big key.
And Ned misses the lava cycle here.
I think that was planned. He didn't want to mess with the Magtail right there.
Where's the head? It's really hard to tell because they've done different things.
Yeah,
Like-
Ned did a lot more overworld, but Link just finished the dungeon.
Just statistically looking, Linkus is winning. But there's no way to tell if he's going to win. just because he's finished one more dungeon. Finished one dungeon.
Yeah, you never know how many of those places that 1-2 is gonna dip into later.
And Ned falling down there on the stairs.
That's unfortunate. Thankfully, someone went right back to replace those falling stairs for us.
Yeah, it was real nice of that guy. Or girl.
Back from track 2. To be fair, I never roll on those stairs because I'm too afraid that would happen.
Link is falling down once again.
That's the newest strat, man.
Golden Feather coming up.
The medley has been replaced by a feather. Yeah, that's fitting. Link is getting his fire and ice arrows.
And he's avoiding, he's not save warping. I really likes to void out, it seems.
It's the void seed.
And I don't think he knows that he needs to leave here. Or he has a strat that you can do, so you can do without a leave.
I mean, you could always bum boost on the other side and back.
The light arrows
The light
coming up from
arrows on
Ned.
that side. That's gonna make fighting a lot faster. And Link is up to something. There's no hole in that, so I don't think he's gonna.
That's a real good strat there.
Yep, that's totally functional. He's gonna have to play the command melody to get that thing across, and then he's all right.
I've never actually seen that, but he can. Oh, this doesn't really help him because this won't give him any. Well, I guess he can get it actually. Yeah, I can.
So yeah, not in logic, but totally possible. And that is finally getting to Goma. His first boss fight of the day.
We've actually seen FF.
Well, I said it is first of the day. Ned didn't go there.
Oh, his. Oh.
Ned falling into lava. Much less of a deal, much less of a big deal than in real life. Linkus is going to have access to that big key chest.
And he decides to do a bomb boost. He fails once. He's on a second try. And he gets a piece of heart.
That's kind of good for him because he was about to die. It's almost like it was planned.
And Goma's dead.
So that's one shard on both sides now. Even harder to say who's ahead.
But yeah, Linkus is about to enter Golden, so depending on what Ned does here, he might get a bigger lead.
So not to forget that and now has the light arrows, so it makes fighting trivial.
It does not look like Linkus knows about my elemental arrows here. The reason why Ned left Tower of Gods is because he needs to leave in logic to make it to Golden.
Yeah, it's totally possible to get to Golden without it. But technically, right now, Linkus is kind of sequence breaking a bit.
Ned prepared the light arrows to kill everything.
And in the end, he just used a regular arrow. Kind of mean of him. Bird shooting another bird. Linkus is warping to Windfall.
And Linkus is doing Malden's letter. Ned
We're finally
is
gonna see
having
what's
some
behind
problems.
that.
Ned is having some problems with parrying there.
Yeah, in the end, just decides to get out the light arrows. When you
And he
fail
gets
at basic combat. That's pretty good to get because he's gonna be able to activate more sequences. And Moblin's Letter at the Deku Leaf. I'm happy. The production happened.
and leave.
This is the first time I do a protection right.
Alright, so yeah, Ned is about to get the leaf as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what he's gonna do after getting that leaf. He's also gonna get another thing from the postman, hopefully.
Yeah, there comes this leaf.
It's the first time in a while I see people actually respecting walls. That's nice.
Yeah, good job, Linkus.
It's not like you missed 3 times before that happened.
Yeah, it was just being nice walls, like just
That's the beauty of that skip. Even if you miss it, you're gonna get the regular way. So what is Annette gonna get from that mailman?
the mirror shield, which I believe is required.
It's actually not required. Strangely enough, if you get into the Ganon's fight at the end without the mirror shield, the arrows will just reflect off your regular shield
All right,
because the game doesn't know what to do when you don't have it, since it's not supposed to happen.
Ned just barely missing the first.
Link just
Right.
got the note for mom, to mom. In fact, so that's another item he's gonna get. I'm just waiting.
Ned is not respecting walls.
Who would have that?
And there comes the second Master Sword upgrade to Linkus.
Yep, he got it from the mail. How did that even fit in?
Oh, and Ned getting dragged along with the wind there.
Gonna say, Baito's mom is really well equipped.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
sending, just sending master swords through the mail.
Oh, and Ned is not going for the hook shot. He's going with the leaf.
Just like we did in the vanilla days. And getting his note to mom. which we know is a Master Sword waiting to happen.
And it will be Ned's first Master Sword as well.
Yes, might push him to go into Forsaken Fortress.
Or finish off gods.
Yeah, he also has finished Art of Gods, yeah.
Link is jumping into lava.
And
And
Ned
Ned plays
just
Florence song.
changing the wind direction instead of the time of day.
Kind of the same thing, right?
I mean, both are things a child should not be able to do.
And there we go. So, now we'll see what Ned does. There's quite a lot of different routes you can take. But it seems like he's heading to Forsaken Fortress now.
Yeah, seems like he's going there by boat. Not everybody can swim the way Linkus did. Linkus is going back to the RC, it seems. In general, it seems like Mel always has good things for us.
Yeah, like 90% of the seed is just male giving good stuff. So
So, in the end, the true hero isn't Link, it's the post service. FedEx just saving Iroh. And then actually playing tennis.
ooh, almost get it one. Sends a little bit too far away though.
He was very close. The reflexes.
And Linkus continues to get the tingle chests.
I do not think he knows. There aren't logic. But it's alright.
Ooh.
They're usually not too far out of the way. And not just giving up on playing tennis, just hitting his ultimate now.
When winning, you can't really tell still. Depends on how fast Link has managed to do DRC while Ned does Same Fortress.
The second sword we saw was in the mail from Baito's letter. Bashiko's, I mean. And the first sword is somewhere in Forsaken Fortress.
And I don't really understand where Ned's wants to go here.
I mean, you can always get to the bed chest from the second store, the second floor, but that's not the usual route.
He might just be going to Helmrock now.
Maybe. I mean, he can. There's nothing stopping him from it.
He might actually be doing that. The boomerang was in the private oasis. Oh, and now, okay.
He's gonna wait to get caught.
This is a somewhat weird route here.
It really is. I mean, usually you wait after getting the bed chest to get caught, at least.
Yeah.
And hey, if that's how he wants to play the game, more power to him.
There we go, the Master Sword.
Yep, we're now on even Master Swords. But where is gonna be the last upgrade? Either it's gonna be Forbidden Woods or in another overworld location.
Link is falling down into the lava there, going for some smaller time optimizations and failing.
Yeah, sadly in Roost Cavern there's no void to fall into, so he's gonna have to go with lava.
Yeah.
Now going for the bed chest. That's the last chest in the dungeon, I believe, for him.
Yes, exactly. Earth God's Lyric. It seems like Link is just waiting with getting the chest on the mini boss, or he might just be trying to skip it. Which is a scary thing to do.
Yeah, skipping chests when you're aren't in go mode is never the best thing to do.
And he
And the
gets
light
light
arrow.
arrows.
I mean, if I remember, the mini boss chest only has a feather in it, so he actually doesn't need it. But it's scary to skip skip stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So I wonder if he's going to go back now, or if he's actually going to boss.
I mean, both are close to the warp pod, so you don't know. And he seems to be going for the mini boss. He's gonna go save that feather. Will he fall off the stairs? And he won't.
And Ned enters Samrock as Linkus finishes the mini boss fight there.
So gonna be pretty much in sync for boss fights right there. Link is getting that essential feather. And it's now time for double boss fights.
Alright, let's see how many tries Ned has to try to get storage on.
Yep, it's storage time.
String out a little bit. So yeah, storage is a double frame perfect trick. So it's real hard to pull it off.
Yeah, it can be real rough to pull off.
There we go. And he manages to find his way to jump down. How does storage work? Basically, you cancel the Wind Waker 3 frames before landing on the ground. That gives you weird,
It
weird
kind of changes your
properties.
boxes.
And with it you can do a lot of different things. Like here, you can move during cutscenes, and store cutscenes.
And Goma is down.
Hamrock being a little weird. And Bird is dead.
So right now, Forbidden Woods is completely open to Linkus. You can go straight there. Meanwhile, Ned still has to go back to Tower of the Gods to finish Golden. And we'll still need to go to Cabana to open up more paths into Forbidden Woods, because the boomerang is at Cabana.
It seems like Ned is going ice ring here.
Yeah, he's going to Ice Ring right now.
He might be trying to get rid of some overworld locations before heading back into the Tower of the Gods.
That's probably it. I don't think there's a lot of overall locations checks left for him right now. Ice Ring, Angular,
Needle Rock.
and Needle Rock, I believe, yeah. That's about it for overall locations for him. Cavern indeed is in the mail you get for finishing Forsaken Fortress. And opening the chest, even if it's not in progression.
I was trying to make it up on it, but incidentally did I open instead of jump slash, so Link is trying to start the pick the box quest without the pick the box.
Yeah, we don't have the picto box, so doesn't serve any purpose.
We'll see though, we might be getting it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to not have that at the point of the game.
Looks like Link is headed to Needle Rock here.
Gotta love the Needle Rock because it's one of those islands that's kind of easy to know where the runners are going when you see it. Very particular island.
Yeah.
And then now going for Angular Island. That's the fun thing with the Angular Island puzzle. You're just gonna say no to physics for a while, and then it's gonna give you an item.
Yeah, pretty much. Just don't worry about it. It's fine.
Don't worry about walls, don't worry about physics. Just don't worry, guys. The Iron Boots on Link's side.
Which was not needed, and Ned gets the last Master Sword. So now this is a race for Ned to finish Tower of the Gods and Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, he only needs to finish those places. Just beat the bosses, not even finish the places completely. If he
But I
can.
think Linkus is headed to Ice Ring and then Angler Isle as well. So this is gonna be really close for Ned to if he's gonna try to pull it off.
He doesn't have a lot of time. He needs to finish those dungeons quickly. Is Link just going straight to Angular right now? Yep,
He's heading
he's going there.
straight to Angler.
It's almost like he knows things.
Yeah, he's cheating. Confirmed.
I mean, it's not like you just got the mirror shield or something. And the magic armor.
And there you go, the Cabana Deed.
Cabin indeed has been found. Oh, and Ned, as the gambling man he
And Ned
is.
hit a bit of woods.
Yeah, seems like he's a gambling man.
Ooh.
For chat, if you don't remember, the boomerang is in Cabana. So,
Cabana Deed. So he is most likely not be able to finish the dungeon, and he still has one chest left in Tower of the Gods that he could bet on.
I
He still
mean,
needs to go there anyway.
if he's lucky, he won't need to go down to in the basement to get the big key. And if that happens, well, he's golden.
The thing is that he still doesn't have the boomerang, so he's gonna have to shake every location in there. While Linkus can open the first chest, and if it has the big key, you can just finish the dungeon instantly.
Yep, that is true.
And
First chest. Of course. Of course. I mean, if Ned decides he doesn't need the boomerang, he could still just go for the boss right there. He can kill it with bombs. There's a few boomerang-less strategies for that boss.
yeah,
Seems like he's skipping everything, so maybe we're gonna see that.
Ned is not a speedrunner, no. And if he is skipping all the chests, he must really be going for.
I mean, Calidemos can be fought without the boomerang, but it's not gonna be the easiest time. I do hope he practiced that.
Both in go mode? Kinda. Ned still has to do Tower of the Gods.
Yeah, he has to go back and fight Golden. So we could say he's in Golden mode.
To pick the box, he does not need that. And Linkus skipped the first chest, is going to the boss key skip instead.
Yeah, he skipped that first chest, so now he's gonna have to glitch his way into the room. which I remember is
You
not
could
very
just
hard.
walk through, like...
Just say no to doors. Sadly for Ned, doing that boss with bombs is a bit slower than the regular way. And Kalidimos is dead.
Oh, he froze a little bit early. Linkus killed Caldemus, and he's gonna start going his way to Hyrule.
Meanwhile, Ned trying to kill Kalidimos.
A little bit unlucky there. There we go.
Pretty clean, all things considered. But yes, sadly, Ned still has to go back to Tower of the Gods and complete that.
The route that Ned is using here, though, is actually kind of like cool in this one time, because now when he finishes Tower of the Gods, he'll be instantly put into Hyrule.
Yeah, that's kind of the beauty of finishing by Tower of the Gods. Link is getting ready for Bear Skip Skip.
And he does it.
Incredible.
Pog
It's a frame
clap.
perfect input.
You have to pull out the sword and swing it at a correct timing there.
You have to swing it straight on the wall. That's some precise hit.
It is extremely precise.
Oh no, just remember, he has the local bag of seeds, so it becomes a 5 frame window for some reason. Still kind of rare to see a seed where Picto Box is absolutely useless.
It can happen, but you actually don't see that often.
So, do you think we're gonna see Linkus do a sub 2 hour?
Sub 2 hours, it all depends on how good his puppet cannon is.
I mean, considering he's a HD runner, he knows his he knows his puppet cannon a lot, so it might be really fast.
Maybe struggling a little bit there with the statues and we should be seeing Ned finish about maybe in between 10 and 20 minutes behind Linkus, which is a really good time.
Yeah, he's doing
Considering-
really well.
Considering Linkus's speedrunning history, it's a really good time. Linkus lands the first shot. He lands a really quick second shot as well. Oh, and he just barely misses third shot, and he.
Fifth shot is the charm. that took like 10 seconds.
Incredible first phase.
After that, the two other phases are pretty much easy.
I hope we'll be seeing a crypt shot coming off from Linkus. Oh, he just barely misses it. He gets 2 hour magic drops, so he might be going for it again. And he gets it.
Yeah, he's just showing off at that point.
That actually saves 15 seconds though.
Yep, it's a good skip, if you can land it.
And it's a 2-frame window, so
First shot on third phase. Second shot on third phase. Link just being smart, looking at what's left of his magic, and decides to stop up at Ganon for the third shot. So it's now time to look at Linkus climbing a rope.
does not look like Ned knows about elemental arrows either. And did he get 2 hand respawns? Or only 1? He did not pay attention to that. And Linkus is not using his soup here, which would end up saving him a little bit of time.
Actually, you could use a devastating combo right there, since we also have magic armor. Just put on your magic armor and you can't lose that bonus. Yeah, I think he's kinda used to that fight, so...
Yeah.
Kinda looks like it's not the first time he's doing it.
And GG.
GG. And 155 and